Hello, everybody. It is I, Annabeth Moneth, the Queen of Pawns, and your mommy, and of course, being Thursday, your DM. As you can see, we got everyone here. Some people aren't feeling 100%, but we're gonna go ahead, and if we have to keep it short, just so we don't have any of our players no longer enjoying themselves because of taking part makes them feel worse, then we'll cut it short. So just be warned of that. And yeah, how's everyone doing?
Pretty well.
I've been worse.
Doing good.
So last time was a very interesting session.
Yeah.
Who wants to tell us about it?
Well,
Oh, okay.
no, go ahead, Maxine.
Yeah, I haven't done it in a while. Okay. We went shopping in Piers of Rarn, and then and Sierra got a new set of armor, and went around shopping, and we found this little amulet that could be used to cast plane shift, and that immediately went wrong. We first didn't take the time to message someone to say that we were going, and then we messed it up and went to an Archfey's place, and now we're stuck with that being a thing that can always happen. Sierra got way too confident and accidentally said Thorbrick's name. Even though Rivet tried her hardest to not get their names said. And then when we were finally go to leave that place, we went to the Sacred Grove. Not Grotto. And now we're here. We asked Zephyr about the dragon weapons and how we can make them stronger and stuff. I think that's kind of about it. Oh, we fought a bunch of tigers, was it? Off screen?
Lots of tigers, yeah.
Teleporting tigers.
Yes.
Yes, because for science, Rivet wanted to just discover how the rock of tiger repellents works, and discovered that if she gets herself out of melee in any way, the tigers will then start basically blinking to attack her.
Yeah.
And so picked up the rock and everything was fine.
Yeah.
It's cursed as fuck. I kind of love it.
My necklace is cursed. I can't take it off.
Oh, right. Yeah,
Yeah, yours is literally cursed.
yeah.
Tried, and the archer was like, no.
Probably
Because it was
worth
like,
it, but
yeah, it's like we should have the intelligent person wear this, and then suddenly try and take it off, can't hear the Archfey laughing. Oh boy.
yeah. Yeah, that's kind of where we left off. We're gonna spend some time here because it seems like it's possible that the domain of the Archfey rewinds time or something. Because we'd spent 2 weeks and then it was almost 2 months or whatever, almost 3 months. So, not wanting to. Rivet was going to look at the stars or whatever.
Yeah,
That's
I was
where we
gonna
left
forego
off.
spending time on my project tonight to check the stars and see if it's see if I can divine our exact time of day, our exact time of year.
Right.
Because we either went back in time or forward in time.
If I recall, we went back 2 days.
We probably went back 2 days, but it's not impossible that we went forward 26.
No, we went back 2 days because
it wouldn't have been nearly 3 months at that point, though.
Yeah.
We didn't get confirmation one way or another, is the thing. That's why I chose to do it.
Sure.
Well, because as I recall, it was like, oh, we went back 2 days because we talked about how we had to hang out here for a while.
Well, we
Otherwise,
we don't
potentially meet
necessarily know.
Yeah. It was like, if we did go back, we'd have to hang out here for a while. But
Sorry, I was under the impression we had gotten that confirmation.
No.
Yeah, I thought-
No.
we'd been told that by Zephyr, but Rivet wanted to figure out for herself.
Yeah, I think Zephyr mentioned how, from the time frame that you told them, and from their recounting of time passing, that it was still, a few months, so that would mean that you've gone back, not forward.
But it's been a while since we saw them.
That's
I
true.
don't know.
We could also see if we can just ask Zephyr when the last time they saw Sierra was, because I have a feeling they just know.
Well, either way, that would be before we were at Gold Shield, rather.
Either way, checking stars is an option.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we all settle in. Oh god. That's it. Oh, there's a... Where is everybody? Under that? No. You go back and copy you from this page. Oh yeah, this is about that Zephyr doesn't like to obey the grid.
I think
Alright.
they were close to Sarah on purpose, like they are hugging.
Yeah, but they're also just not obeying the grid.
Yes. That is the power of dragons. Shattering fourth dimensional forces.
Yeah. The arbitrary rules that limit 5 feet into a cube.
Alright, so yeah, you come out of the cabin. This familiar spot that's been a comfort to a lot of you. All of you, hopefully. It's definitely one of the few places that seems to have a true amount of safety from pretty much everything as far as you've encountered, then you're able to whittle away your time however you wish.
The heck?
Zephyr, of course, will want to go on some nice long walks with Sarah.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Anything big you plan on doing besides the star checking at the nighttime?
Not for this night, but depending on what we find out, if we are indeed a few days in the past, excellent. I'm going to hammer out as much work on the armor as possible. But other than that, nope.
Okie dokie. No one else has spoken up with any things they would want to be doing, so yeah, I guess take this as rest time and make me an astronomy roll. Which I guess in a way is a nature roll.
Cool, cool.
I mean, I'd help that if I can.
Even with advantage, it's still a 13. I will Flash of Genius it to make it a 19.
Did you not guidance? No.
Would have if I were conscious enough, but I didn't say so beforehand, so I wasn't gonna just
You're
say as much. But
not
if you're
100%
letting me,
right now, so I'll let you.
thank you. So 21.
21. Okay, with the fact that you have less experience under these stars than Thorbeck is a great help. And you find out that you are indeed back a couple of days.
Neat.
Which leaves you plenty of time to have time to yourself, doing downtime stuff before departing this sanctuary, just in case it muddles with anything.
The note system I'm using has a calendar based, I can put things happened on certain days. And apparently, and I did not expect this, it does in fact support us having an end date to a session be before the start date, which is awesome.
Aw. That's weird.
Built-in time travel perspective mechanics.
That's pretty dope.
Love Obsidian.
Yeah. It's a good tool. Okay. So you make the most of your free days. Zephyr gets as much romance in as possible. And what's the next move from there?
think it's a matter of where we're planning to go next.
Mm-hmm.
Because basically, the sky's the limit with this amulet of planes.
Yeah, can be.
The sky's the limit, Muriel willing.
Yeah. Okay, well, so trying to think now, what other significant magical items do you lot have? Not necessarily is what you have equipped all the time.
Well, let me tell you.
I've only got 5. The anti-detection amulet, the ring of fire resistance, the 6. The maul of Tor, my 2 iron stones, and the fire giant belt. Not much.
The amulet of proof against detection and location, the claws or Lodio, the cape of the Mont Blanc, my Arcanist conduit, the amulet of planes, my Unkeg armor, kinda, sorta.
Yeah.
Potion of frost giant strength, a scroll of catapult, a scroll of hypnotic pattern, a handy haversack, and the dust of sneezing and choking.
Oh yeah.
Pocket sand.
You! Pocket sand!
Hagen can't cast spells if he can't breathe.
Oh, right. I
Take this
almost
shit
forgot. I do have 2 more, the Jug of Chilling and the Rock of Gravity.
Yeah.
Forgot about those ones.
Wait, what if Rivet replicated the stone that she got, and then we polymorphed O'Hagan into a tiger? So that he wouldn't be willing to attack us.
Well, willing to attack you anyway.
Well, if I replicated it a significant number of times, it would be an us.
Yeah.
And then what?
We wouldn't be able to attack O'Hagan either, because kill the tiger, it's just O'Hagan all over again.
Yes. I didn't say it was a good plan.
Be the silly plan. Which makes it a great plan.
How long does polymorph last?
It
Minute?
lasts. Wait, 4th. An hour.
Huh. Hey, we need a short rest. Polymorph you into a tiger. Everybody, short rest.
Huh. Wait, how does. Wait, what? What would that do? So, would that make all. Where would that send a person? Or do they just not exist?
Well, they wouldn't be able to attack us with the anti-tiger stone. Just
I
the
guess.
curse of the stone summons blink tigers.
Yeah.
Regular tigers wouldn't be able to attack due to the protection from the stone. They just wouldn't pop out of nowhere from the curse.
I'm not sure if that person would count as a tiger. If they're just turned into a tiger.
Like I said, I didn't say it was a good idea.
Yeah, I can also turn 2 people into tigers.
Wait, what is happening to my audio? What? That was weird.
Hmm.
But if it did work that way, it'd be a cheeky way to get a short rest in.
It would be an extremely cheeky way to get a short rest in.
Yeah. I'd have to.
Sorry, I
concentrate
interrupted
on
us
it
talking
through
about
it.
our magic items.
Sure.
Sierra, what magic items do you have?
I have Blossom, I have the Ivory Goats, I have Zephyr's Sting, I have my Adamantine Splint, I have my Amulet of Proof Against Detection and Location, I have a Cloak of Protection, Gauntlets of Overpower, 2 Greater Healing Potions, and a Sending Stone. I believe that is it for magic items. Oh, I also have 5 charges left on my my stupid summoning wand. And also I have like that bottle of paralyzing alcohol that I picked up like in session like 20.
So what you're saying is first we get this dust of sneezing and choking, then the paralyzing alcohol, and just status condition O'Hagan.
Unlock him, and then curb stomp him.
Just extremely fuck you.
I don't know how strong this stuff is. I have a very limited supply. But I guess, I mean, it's stuff that, what's her name? Raptor Lady.
Des?
Yes.
Yeah.
Des, yes. Des has this stuff.
Oh god, my sister-in-law has paralyzing alcohol.
Yeah, she just chugs that stuff.
Why is the paralyzing alcohol thing for some reason give me a flashback to fucking Midsomewhere?
Mm.
Right, anyway, last but not least with it.
I have lots of stuff. I have the Ring of Recall. I have the Hand of Vitae, which is the hammer. I have one of our Rings of Fire Resistance, because I guess I just do. I have Stormbreak. I have the Amulet of Proof Against Detection and Location. A Cloak of Protection. Mary's Lucky Screwdriver. I have the Big Book of Everything.
Oh god, the big book of everything.
Yes. I have the Dog Whistle. I have Feligi's Ring, which is a little ring made from Feligi's insignia plate. It doesn't do anything particularly interesting, other than being a ring I can enchant. But I like it.
Yeah.
I have exactly 1 Maxis Mud.
Oh yeah, I have one of those too left.
I have a pendant from Motherhawk, which we got forever ago. It's an ogre's tooth and a leather cord, along with a feather and a lock of hair from Motherhawk, and decorated with various colored stones. I have Peter's Potent Discount card, which is usable at Peter's Potent Potations.
Yeah.
I have a platinum ring,
Right.
a rock of repelling tiger attacks.
Have you gone over the dog whistle?
I have, yes.
Okay.
Wait, don't
The
worry,
most
I got that
important
one.
That's the most important one, yeah.
I have 2 healing jawbreakers,
Oh yeah, those things.
a small trinket for my grandparents, the Tome of Clear Thought, a adamantine smithing hammer, and the Fey alarm clock, and a handful of star metal alloy. And that's all the... Oh, well, unless you count the star sapphire I have that I'm using for Draki.
Damn,
And I
I've
also
given you
have
so much
infused...
stuff.
Yeah. I've also infused winged boots for Saphir so that he can fly. And my scale mail is currently enchanted with +2 enhanced defense. And I'm also replicating a bag of holding because if I stop doing that, it will cause an explosion.
Yep.
So that's what I got.
Right, yeah, I forgot about the big bird thing. You have to like do a D1, the number of objects in the universe, and if you get a 1, you learn everything about the object you're trying to look up.
Right.
And also where to find the nearest one.
Well.
Who has the mirror? Sorry, I didn't hear the mirror mentioned.
Oh, yes. I believe I also have the mirror. I just forgot
Rivet
to add
has it. It was Rivet and I had it, and then I gave mine to the dragon. So Rivet has the other one.
Yeah.
Sure. While we have the time here, we might want to consider what we want to do next. Because we haven't been in this area in some time. But we do want to be able to go to the Sphinx at a moment's notice.
Yeah. What else more do you want to do before going into the end game?
We could check in on the Rolds at Alt-Lalav.
Oh yeah. Where those two been hanging out?
Yeah, see what their status is, and tell them that we're like just a few months out from confronting O'Hagan.
That could be something you can do.
Did we ever figure out how we were gonna contact that Jin again?
He said we told him about when we were going to need his help. And he was like, cool, I'll be there around that time.
Yep.
So the short answer is we aren't.
He'll come to us, right?
Short and sweet.
That makes sense. Good ally to have.
Yes. Oh, so yeah, it's in your ballpark. You're up to bat. You are sports reference that is appropriate in this. Like I can't really offer like I can guess well I guess I can offer input, but like you got so much in the way of options.
Mm-hmm.
Too much.
Almost too much.
And you got the means to most of the time get there pretty quick.
Yeah,
Most of the time.
fairly regularly get there pretty quick.
Mm-hmm.
Also, how long since you checked that mirror?
It's been a hot minute.
Yeah, because it was like face down last time we checked it.
Yeah.
I
So
think she wants us to check the mirror because she kept asking.
Yeah, now's the time for sure.
It's the middle of the night and you're dedicating some of this midnight oil to working on your
Oh, yeah, that's more important.
your
Sorry, I misunderstood what we were talking about.
your projects,
Yes.
and you're committing time to it. Oh wait, is the mirror typically in the bag of holding when not in use?
I'd imagine.
Or is it just on your
Yeah.
belt? Okay.
Depending on what's gonna be in the mirror right now, it could end up on her belt. But we'll see.
In the quiet of the night, with nothing but your own thoughts and machinations on the project you're working on, there's a single intrusive thought that just slides in there. And you just think, if I'm the Mother of Swans champion, maybe I should check to see if I can get in contact with her.
Yeah.
It's not so much a cohesive thought as that, but more just like an impulse.
Yeah. Just hey, I wonder if I do technically have a direct line of communication to her, don't I? Wonder if she has anything to say about this.
Well, you communicate writing because only visual goes through the mirror. No sound.
Direct nonetheless.
Yeah.
And Rivet reaches into the bag of holding, which was ever so kindly gifted to her by Sovereign, and pulls out that gorgeous mirror of scrying.
You don't see a hoard of treasure.
Oh.
What does she see?
You
Before we get to that, wouldn't it be absolutely hilarious if she's been trying to track us down, but we've been moving way too fast?
Or the fact that she can't see where you are because the mirror's been in a bag of holding.
Yeah, and also, to be fair, I have her champion's weapon, so maybe she'd be able to track that, but also we move bitch-ass fucking fast.
Normally, and now we can teleport.
And with the first time in like a solid week, we settled down for a few minutes, and then we teleported.
Yep.
Oops.
This is the potential to be a hilarious confrontation. Anyway, what's in the mirror, Anu?
In the mirror, you look in and you see what appears to be a hall.
A what?
A hall. A grand hall.
A hole. Oh, a hall. Okay.
Carved into the side of, within a mountain somewhere. With a sphere, sort of at the ceiling, well, partial sphere. It seems to be angled in such that, while you don't see any movement in any of the banners that hang from the columns, indicating no wind, you do see that the shape of this sphere appears to be projecting the sky as if it's a window above, or at least an angled mirror reflecting a portion of sky nearby wherever this is. You also see a rather large chair. Could even call it a throne, really, but it's not as... It's not royally embellished. It is carved from solid black stone with just some sapphires set into it in places. More of a practical rather than lavish display. You're seeing a number of lanterns lighting this place. No flame within them, but just bright electricity. Almost like one of those static balls with the lightning inside that you put your fingers on. But they're just more intense and just producing light like a light bulb, but through just a magical conduit, you know. Like a lightning rod inside a crystal ball. Few minutes pass and you see walking into view through one of the far doors, it seems, the Mother of Storms in her humanoid form, just walking into the room casually, just a book in her hand. And there's a bit of clarification. Her posture is, and like the authoritative walk she has, is no less diminished from a perceived lack of anyone in her presence. She carries herself just as well when she's alone, apparently. And she's just sort of on her way to sit in her chair with her book, and she kind of like glances to the side at the mirror, sees you, stops and cants her head and turns and walks over and just picks the mirror up, like just staring straight in it at you.
As soon as Rivet sees the other storms, she's instantly like, "Oh, uh-oh."
In human form, no less.
Yeah. She
Mommy, I'm sorry.
Sets like the handle of the mirror into the dirt so that it stands on its own facing towards her so that she can use her hands to sign because she knows sign language. And attempts at the very least to just kind of awkwardly say offer a greetings.
She brings her free hand up into the view of the mirror at like a 45-degree angle and then just flicks it upright, like palm facing out, and like just a slight rotation wave, like just a single flick wave. She just looks around a moment. She sets it back down on the mirror stand. And without taking her eyes off you, she does some hand motions, and you hear in your head this like, about time you took it out the bag. It's hard to keep tabs on you when my eyes are blinded in such a space.
Rivet is momentarily startled by the sudden voice, additional voice in her head. Before she says back, somehow it did not occur to me that you would want to communicate with me, my lady. My apologies.
With that, she picks up a bit of slate, kind of dusts it off, and then just with a claw, lightning comes out and basically laser engraves words onto the piece of slate. Like just with her, like, the way her nail moves, and it's just, you see the spark, and it's just making these perfect, like, writing in it. She holds it up, it's just, like, you can tell from the slight tilt of the slate that there's a bit of sass, like annoyance in the fact that, but it says upon it, "You are my champion now. I've known this since you attuned to my sorry, to my gift. But what I do want to know is why."
She pauses for a moment as though, like, attempting to figure out the best way to put what she's about to say.
And then as soon as it becomes clear that you're done reading, her hand slaps across the slate, and there's just this massive spark as she strips off that layer of the slate so it's clean again for her next message.
Damn. That's cool as fuck.
It's like very quick, like laser peeling off a freaking layer of metal, like.
In the coming months, my companions and I intend to confront O'Hagan once and for all. And Sovereign, knowing this, believed it appropriate to allow us use of these weapons.
And you communicated all that. How? Were you still signing?
Yes.
Okay. One lightning claw engraving show later.
Mm-hmm.
So you truly will be my champion, fulfilling the same purpose as the one that came before you. This is good. Now, I must know when. An intelligent mind would plan this for the next time Zelerdio passes over the Badlands. Though if there's any deviation from this prediction, I would need to know.
Uh,
And then she'll just
Privet
point to
says,
underline the score, like when Zelerdio flies over, and then to deviation, and then just gesturing between the two.
Privet, I guess holds up one finger to indicate it's the first of the two.
Good. Spark hand wipe clear, like knocking another millimeter off this piece of slate, you know.
Casually.
Yeah, it's quite dramatic though. Just one single like,
Yeah.
like she's so calm and kind of stoic in her things, but like, whoa. Excellent.
Very casually and also, like, composedly powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. When the time comes, I will assist you in any way I can. Though as my champion, I will expect great things from you. Not just might. But that sound mind that... I'm fairly sure you have, despite the muddling it had at my appearance last time. Though... it was understandable, being... given the current situation that was occurring at the time. Now, where are you?
Rivet. Rivet signs Sacred Grove and then Zephyr.
Alright, be a dear and ask Zephyr if I can visit.
It says, and her instant reaction is okay, and then she's like, "Oh shit, that's not very like formal," and then she says, "Yes, of course, my lady."
There's a brief, like, narrow of the eyes and a bit of a smirk. And she puts the slate down. And then just basically just walks away from the mirror. Sits down in her chair and just cracks open her book.
Rivet just kind of sits there for a second. And then from her bag of holding, she retrieves a bit of rope and fashions a small like just a small knot on her tool belt that she can slide the handle of the mirror into in order to secure it, if a little haphazardly, to herself in lieu of something more permanent.
Fair enough. You need to get yourself a mirror holster.
Yeah. Now, given the time of night, likely Zephyr is not awake.
You never know with Zephyr.
Fair enough. Rivet will go off to... we'll go off to where she believes Sierra would be, assuming that that Zephyr is not far behind.
Mm-hmm. Okay, you go looking for Zephyr and Sarah. Neither can be found within the lodge.
Great.
You could wait till morning.
Yeah, but Rivet's concerned as to whether or not that would be considered disrespectful.
It would be respectful to one party.
Yeah. Rivet will quietly mount Saphir and, suppressing the hilarious idea to strap the mirror to Saphir instead, takes off just to see if she can get an idea of where, if she can see Zephyr from up high, but failing that, will return and just wait till morning.
Yeah, going up high is not exactly possible in as far as with how dense the overcasting is. Like, not the overcasting,
Fair
but
enough.
the canopy. It is intentionally dense to shroud the place, as it were.
Understandable. In which case, Rivet will return to her little makeshift forging setup,
Okay.
finish up her work, and find Zephyr in the morning.
All right. Morning comes, and to not be rude, Zephyr, of course, returns to have breakfast with everybody. With Sarah not too far behind, I would imagine. Ah. And this is a bring everyone inside. Table. Table for Blix. Alright. So you're all gathered up this morning. This would be the second... wait, no. Yeah, second morning. Second night spent there, because the first was spent stargazing. And you're all gathered up for the usual local cooking for breakfast. Mm-hmm. Mayon's there as always, just being all cheerful and Mayon.
Mayon here, being very Mayon.
Yep. Chilling like a villain. With not a villainous bone in his body. And you all very quietly have breakfast. Oh. I'm trying to find Mayon's voice again. It's there somewhere. I forget now. I think he was Irish sounding. Yeah. It's all nice of you to be spending a couple of days here just taking time for yourself. We'll let you lot get up to, I'm sure this will do you plenty of good. Okay.
I was muted.
Oh,
There we go.
We do appreciate you allowing us to stay, especially since we dropped in unannounced as we did.
how many times have you dropped by when you announce yourself beforehand?
Like
I-
2, I think.
It's got to be more than once, right?
I think so.
I honestly don't know.
I mean, while you were spending time with Rising Phoenix, I did visit, so I messaged them then. And a couple of times we've gone to the Golden Oak or wherever it's called, the big tree, to come through with the wagon and all. So it's been a few times.
Alright. Well, I reckon it's about even then between announced and unannounced, so things balance themselves out.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's appreciated. Not many would see it that way.
Not many are me. In fact, I think I'm the only me. Therefore, do you know any other Mayons? No. Well, there we have it. Just smokes on his pipe for a bit. Like,
Zephyr,
yeah.
the Mother of Storms has requested that I ask if you would be okay with her paying a visit.
Oh, yeah. Let me.
This being news to the entire party.
I'll be right back.
River gives 2 thumbs up.
Sierra sort of reluctantly lets go of them.
Yeah, Zephyr's just as reluctant. It's like, I gotta go do a thing. And you're still eating, so I don't want to drag you out. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Gotta go to work, babe.
Yeah.
And
Sierra's the creepy one.
they very gracefully zoom.
Neil. Wow.
They step like the wind. And eventually, there's a rather strong wind that comes through the trees and shakes the very leaves. Something has changed.
Mean something has changed. What do you mean by that?
What do I mean by that? I don't know. Nothing changed inside the cabin.
Mysteriousness.
How horribly ominous.
All right. There's a brief flash that just fills the mirror, and since it's aimed outwards, basically just casts a brief flash into the room.
Oh, geez, we got flashbanged.
Only in a small mirror-sized cone. Like someone's left their like phone light on in their pocket.
Ah, so color spray. Got it.
Just for a brief moment. Before there's a very direct and perfectly synced up outside as a lightning bolt strikes. Doesn't hit any trees. And then the wind picks up again. And that slight change in light shifts back to normal. And you hear talking outside.
We should probably. Well, we probably know who that is. Should we go out to meet them? Let them come to us?
You hear some
Rivet's trembling just slightly.
then you hear some giggling. And then the doors open. Well, you hear the door open like the boom, boom. And then this door into the main room opens. And Zephyr steps in and goes, hi, Vitai's here. Come in, make yourself at home. And then the elegant countenance of terrifying power. Vitai walks in. The mother of storms herself. So steps into the room, takes in the room. Ah, Mayon, you're still alive. Good. He's just sort of chuckles like, good to see you too, lass.
Still alive, I see.
Well, don't just stand there. Grab a seat. Come on, get some. Someone grab her a chair.
Hi.
Rivet stands to do so.
Yep.
We both at the same time.
Crib's just being polite. Rivet is definitely something trying to riz.
Rivet is not trying to riz shit. She's intimidated.
They're very similar moods for Rivet.
Please. And most people call her the
The
mother
two
of
coincide,
storms.
and it's usually not on purpose.
Most call her the mother of storms. Rivet calls her Storm Mommy.
Rivet, I see you've gotten.
Rivet has never done any such thing.
Not in front of us, anyway.
1, 2. You've picked up quite the affinity for dragons since we last saw each other, Rivet. I do
Rivet.
like your choice of colors.
Both more recent than one would expect, I think.
You said you were getting out here, so I'm just gonna move you.
Yes.
He's gonna walk around, like dragon clawed nails, like lightly, like doesn't rake, but like as she's passing, Saphira just like lets her hand drift lightly over them, with just a couple of little sparks, nothing harmful. You see Saphira kind of like twitch just a little bit. She sits down and then just one leg over the other, like very upright. And then her hands, like fingers laced together, and just rest in her lap with her elbows on the arms of the chair. So, my champion, I see it wasn't a mere trick of the low light. Your entire visage has shifted.
Well, yeah. Sovereign gifted me the the Tome of Clear Thought, and I read it, and then this happened. And to be frank, I'm doing my best not to question it too much.
Mm-hmm. Well, I do not enforce a uniform in my champions, though it's good to see you dressing the part. Now, while I could have communicated everything that was needed for the coming attack over the mirror, I more wanted to get a measure for you and see how the rest of your party are faring.
Sarah's just eating while sort of I don't know, lap pillowing Zephyr a bit.
So, coming attack.
Well, yes, I meant you have some form of plan for how you are going to be approaching Solario.
Right. That. Okay.
Also, before we get on to other matters, you kind of casually just points a very casual yet equally accusatory finger at Zephyr and then Syrah.
Sure.
Wait. There's a crack of her expression to quite an amused smile. She is also now your champion. Zephyr nods. What do you mean also? Oh, come on, Zephyr. It's clear to see that she's been the wind beneath your wings for... Well, I don't know how long you've known each other. But you're clearly more your old self these days. Not to dour the mood, should we make a sufficient plan for what is to come and execute it perfectly, there will be no need to worry about being too close to one's champion. So,
Too
on
close.
to this. My definition of too close is when it jeopardizes what must be done. A softness for others is what landed Solario in her situation to begin with.
Well, that's cold. Which doesn't make much sense. You're the mother of storms. Or are blizzards part of your purview too?
There is. They can occur. Not purely on my whims, though, but as I said, we have a perfect plan. We execute it perfectly. We won't have to worry about any of that. I just don't want to see a repeat of it, that is all. I'm not disapproving of you two.
Oh, I'm not worried about that.
Well, good. A true bond doesn't need the approval of anyone. So, on to how you plan on approaching Zelodia.
Looks at Rivet.
My microphone stand just literally just snapped off
God.
of my desk.
What the hell?
Microsoft was just like, alright, I'm out.
Yeah, kinda.
I'm sorry, you said we were fighting a dragon? Fuck this shit.
We're doing what?
That microphone stand broke almost as fast as Draki does. At the sound of that.
I mean,
Where's the
the
sound?
the tension and like it, if like that microphone like failed their will save against the intimidation of die. like it was holding its breath for too long. It just snapped.
I'm losing my damn mind here. I guess I'll just hold it for now.
Yeah.
News reporter style, let's go.
Yeah, exactly.
Reporting to you live from Zephyr's living room.
Reporting to you live directly from my desk.
Dragonfall is filmed in front of a live studio
in front of a
audience.
live studio audience.
Vitai walks into the room. Ooh. Imagine a really out of pocket studio. It's like, woo, yeah, yeah, clap, and then just some guy right at the back, like, step on me.
Oh.
They just kept it in the episode, like.
Rivet says, well, currently, I plan to board Zelodio is to use a similar mechanism to what was used long ago, which was to gently bring her down to level with the ground, such that the souls inside are not harmed, hopefully.
That will have to be fine-tuned, as I believe it was not so gentle when it was actually done.
Yes. In order to achieve this goal, we are going to be meeting within the next few months with the Sphinx, who Sovereign has said could be of help to us.
Yes,
addition,
that would certainly
we
help
have
get you
enlisted
there.
in addition, we have enlisted the help of a genie and its friends, specifically a gene.
I was going to ask.
Yes. We happened upon it, well, was on an excursion through the desert. And we, after telling it of our situation, it offered, to help in return for its freedom, which it was easily enough done. So,
Well, that's good. What other forces have you gathered?
we have met with, two, alternative, what is... There are two, once undead, now alive again, very powerful, archmages within, the walls of Otwalav, whose assistance we have enlisted to, well, just assist. We need to check in with them, probably sometime rather soon, but, yeah.
Well, the Sphinx certainly has access to means to get you to Zelodio. If it's the two towers with their debilitating machinations that we used before that you're speaking of, then that would not be a gentle landing, not without some other extra help. But once you're inside, have you thought about this yet? You have much,
Unfortunately-
so if you have not, then I will not be disappointed.
Unfortunately little, but I have done some thinking of my own on it. We have not discussed it, I guess is a more accurate way to put it. There are some, forces on the inside that would also likely be of help to us, such as, Mother Od, who is presently responsible for, well, the health and well-keeping of the offspring of Zelodio, if she is to be believed in that fact, or rather, according to her. So,
Well, if that is the case, then
And
that
he's-
will be good in case the worst should happen.
I, as well as Kriv, have some, personal pull within the walls of Alcor.
So you know the terrain well.
I trained as a guard there.
And I myself was a member, I don't know, a member of the noble families of Elcor, I may well be able to enlist the assistance of my family. Though I cannot guarantee really anything of it.
We don't know what O'Hagan has told them since we've left. If we've been besmirched or simply told that we are dead.
We don't exactly have the leisure of reconnaissance on that front.
Well, I just realized if we don't care about bringing Zelodio down, looks at Amulet.
Yes, we do have a way of getting up there.
For us, but not our forces, but yeah.
But the reason why Rivet didn't bring that up is because if we figure out how to kill O'Hagan or else unlink him from Zerlodio, Zerlodio's gonna die because she doesn't have guts. So that means that the dragon falls either way. And I think we would probably be of more help on the outside than the inside.
If there was a controlled fall, yeah.
Yeah. Unless you want to try to cast slow fall on the whole dragon.
Feather fall on targeting dragon. It just says a creature. Doesn't specify size.
Interesting. Yeah, that is a thought, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, given that there's still months to prepare, you have enough in place. I will see who else I can rally to this.
This will be a fight.
Depending
Thanks, Trev.
on... It certainly will be. Though it really does depend on how much of an army O'Hagan has these days. As far as he's concerned, he's not currently at war.
Well, but I think he knows of us, at least. Of our existence, of our survival.
Speaking of, somebody should check if we are being spied upon. I did at one point create amulets to prove against scrying, but we entered a point where it was not possible for us to continue to use them. And also we have been attacked by his archmages in the past. Yeah.
So you say they are worthy opponents?
They're very
the time-
dangerous.
They put
Yes.
themselves up.
At the time, we very barely scraped by in that fight. But now, I don't believe I would be able to say either way. It's entirely possible that they are more powerful than they were before, or more well trained, or greater in number. But I believe we qualify for all of those as well.
Hmm.
So,
Well, the plans are sufficient for now then. It sounds like you're... you are familiar with the location of your primary target, O'Hagan, I assume.
as familiar as we could hope to be in this moment, there are a very small handful of places he could be located upon our arrival.
His main control seemed to be in Zelodio's head. That's where he showed us the view and then pushed us out through the mouth.
Showed us the door, so to speak.
Hmm.
Yeah. Other than that, he could be in the Pygmary Academy, which I am very familiar with as well. I can't imagine he would attempt to take the fight to the streets of Alcor itself. That would not be smart.
Well then, hopefully it's quite a decisive strike when we do.
That's the hope.
Yes, and where do you... If you're going to try and follow the trajectory from when Zelodio fall to those towers before, then... As long as you do have means to keep that fall controlled, you should be able to land her mostly in water.
Get to the physics, nerd.
Yeah.
Which would be catastrophic for those living close to the coast, given her size, the amount of water that would be displaced. But as long as those within such a area of collateral are warned, I'm sure we can minimize losses. Right, well, anyway, as I said, I got my measure of you. You all seem to have grown, changed in ways I was unexpecting. I was not expecting. But I mean that in a good way. You, for example, Krev, you are far less your training and more your own self. You've definitely found something. You're not a guard anymore. You got that look in your eyes of a warrior.
I appreciate the words, Mother of Storms.
Though, right, despite the stones floating around your head, you have not changed. But given where you're from, I believe this to be your advantage.
Rick just gives a bowing nod.
Sarah. Like, look at you, Sarah, as she says your name. And his eyes look like head turns ever so slightly to look at Zephyr. Enough said. And I've already mentioned you, Rivet. The one real question remains. Who are you? Looking over her shoulder towards Blix. Oh, I am... gives her full name.
Hell yeah.
I believe you had Blix when you last was in person with Vitae, right? Like base Blix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. I mean, that was...
Had to think for a second, but we did.
Yeah.
Oh. You've certainly changed. I'm not going to ask how. The results are plain to see. I'd like to know more, but let's keep focused on what you must be doing. And she just leans forward, takes a cup of tea off the table, and just sits there quietly sipping for a bit.
Rivet thinks for but a moment, like, oh, that was my cup of tea. And but not anymore.
It was the one closest to her. Hey, Duckhole. How do you take your tea? How does Rivet, like, put sugar or anything?
No. It's just the tea. She doesn't put anything in it.
Sierra makes it mostly sugar.
You get, like, a freaking sweet tea.
Mm-hmm.
Is it New Jersey where it's just, you just get straight up sweet tea where it's basically sugar water with some tea? Eh, it doesn't matter. Okay, so I thank you for your hospitality as always, Mayon and Zephyr. On a lighter note, my young should hatch within the week. I will have to of course, attend to raising my young. But when the time comes, I will be ready.
Hmm.
And then, like, exactly 1 hour after she arrived, she just sort of stands up. I should return. Again, thank you for your hospitality. Next time I see you, great things will happen, I'm sure. Good day. And she just walks out. And then just starts walking down the... Actually, she leaves through the front door. And she'll just start walking and walking. And eventually you just hear this distant thunder as she makes her way to open sky and returns home. Completely unbothered and unchallenged by dryads and other creatures that make that forest difficult to navigate. And with that, how are you, Taco, by the way? Good? It's coming up on close to break time, but then again, I'm not sure if I'm gonna have much else for today after break time. If not, we just keep it half. So, how are you feeling, Skylar? Is you still got your head still thumping?
Mostly okay.
Mostly okay.
However, the whole my microphone stand breaking
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We'll make it a half session.
sucks.
Yeah, that sucks because that needs dealing with. Otherwise, you're not gonna be able to comfortably think and roleplay because you'd be too focused on positioning your microphone.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else people want to be doing in this rest stop scenario for you? But okay, yeah. Let's decide on what your next step is from here, so I know for next session. Where do you plan on going next?
Can we have a look at the map?
Yeah.
Also, I thought I misheard you, and I thought you said breast stop.
Press stop.
Vaccine.
Oh my goodness!
That's the Acorn to Oak, as well as a few other
I'm-
places you've been.
Ah.
I don't know what's up with me.
Philip.
Clearly, you got girlfriend on brain.
Yeah. Well, Zephyr's MB friend.
Well, I meant from all the little comics and stuff you've been sharing.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that comic.
Yeah.
It's got sort of light trans vibes, even though the character isn't trans.
Hmm.
Or like sort of tomboyish.
The breast stop is when you cease all conversation and just plant your face in Zephyr's chest for it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Or the other way around.
Or the other way around.
I-
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
social battery's done, flump.
Mm-hmm.
Going to my happy place. Alright, so here you are. Did bring you, yeah, did bring you, okay. Whoops, I didn't mean to go there. That line's gone. If I remember correctly, I did just remember this, isn't, yeah, the forest is kind of on the top of the cliff. Partially concealed by large rocky growths. I think this is a spot that I said it was. Yeah, that was it. Like, it had like the cliff tops and then like stone that went up but left like kind of a open part at the top, but from like below and beside and everything it looked like it was a peak.
Hmm.
Alright, anyway. So yeah, here's the map. Where do you plan on going?
Okay. Well, we've explored sort of out this way. We went,
Yeah, that's where the meteor landed.
yeah, we went all around this area.
Also, hey, anyone ever notice this mountain that seems to have a perpetual storm around the peak of it?
Yeah, that's the Mother Storms Mountain.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah, we did figure that out eventually.
No, we went around here. So
You did look in the mirror, but it was a cool bit where like she's just in her like throne room area, and then she just basically just turns the lightning, hits that orb like reflector, and then just ricochets off of it out. When she's just doing her fucking lightning bolt teleport.
right. I guess part of the question is,
what are we hoping to accomplish?
yeah, do we think we need to go and find the other two dragons that we don't know where they are?
The other two.
The gravity and the earth one.
Cookie and Tor.
Yeah.
I think that's a good idea.
Because, like, we've got Zephyr and, I cannot remember her name, but
Zephyr, Vitae, and we know where Zerlodio is.
yeah, but Zerlodio is catatonic. So yeah, we got those two, and it's seemingly not, it doesn't do anything for, like, the weapons or anything. We just have to progress quests and do stuff and get
We can get to level 12.
So
I think
that could be an idea because those could be a good help.
I thought we did like learn that bonding with the dragon also, the dragon associated with the weapon was also a good way to empower the weapon.
What I had heard was
I
this
could be
might
misremembering.
what I remember is that our bond with with kind of the dragoniness kind of part of the weapon, and that something minor remark about Syrah's bond being strong. That's all I remember, because of course the Zephyr thing. But besides that, I don't know exactly how that works. Or how that would work for Zerlodio's weapon.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, Kriv is pretty aligned to fire now that he has both the perpetual flame and also fire-resistant armor.
Yeah, I'm going from cold to hot, baby.
Hot boy. So I don't know. We could start just looking around places where they might be. Like, we know Zephyr's here, and Mother Storms is here. Zerlodio's somewhere.
Want to check the top of the snow mountain?
Could be there. Or, like, I was thinking we could try over here in this mountain range. I don't even know what could be out there.
I think we have just about the best chances of like talking with an informed party about where the hell the places we should go are.
That's a good idea.
With Zephyr.
Yeah, just not guessing randomly.
Yeah, we could start there,
Mhm.
asking Zephyr, and then we
Yeah.
can guess randomly.
Yeah, if Zephyr doesn't know, then sure.
I also do seem to remember there being a legend about this mountain being either the tooth or spine of the Earth Dragon.
Tor.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big dragon.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
but they, like,
that's. I have no additional like
but that'd be a pretty
anything,
dead
but that could
dragon.
be a good place to good place to check
Could be
for a connection to Tor.
Yeah, the last time we were there, it was we were coming around like this area, and there were the hill giants.
Yeah.
That's where we
Sorry,
met Troll Pike.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Good old troll pike.
Wonder how he's doing these days.
Thanks for the reminder.
Oh my gosh, he's just like a bitter memory that just it's like in One Piece there's the mermaid old lady that everyone just keeps out of their memory. But yeah, that could be a place to check. We've kind of explored all down the Tower Town Alt Lalav area, but like there's the lava-y place that we haven't really gone into. We just skirted around the outside. We've been all over. We've been over here a bit. Just like there's this corner and that mountain. And then I guess this area on this side of the mountains. But yeah, we should just start with asking where to go if there's nothing. But
Okay, well, Zephyr's
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
yeah.
There's been a lot of silences in this session. Like, that's fine.
I'm nursing a headache. What's y'all's excuse? No.
I'm
I think
snuggling up.
people are just comfy and sleepy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yes, okay. So Zephyr's, yeah. So you're gonna ask about it, okay? Oh well, which would you like to know about first?
I mean, if there's we don't really know a lot about the dragons individually. Like,
Well, I'm sure
could start
Thorbeck
with,
could
like-
tell you about Tor.
You know him, Thorbeck?
Just looking at Thobrick now.
Yeah. We go back a ways.
What?
I'm not sure if I heard right. I'm a bit sleepy.
It's all good.
What does Thorbeck know about Tor? That's what Zephyr's implied.
Ah. Mm. I know what the druids have taught me. He is the father of stone. And he roams the earth. Beyond that, not much really.
What? Chow Chow is here. Hello, welcome. Let me wrap you up in a nice comfy blanket so you're good and snug, and welcome to the mommy fight. So, in this bottom right corner, no breaks from here.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. What else in your backstory? Specifically, the druid coven that you were, or circle, I mean, that you were raised in around. It was a sacred place because of something.
That is where Thor's remains were.
Yes, and you communed with Tor through the skull.
Yes.
There you go.
And his egg was found within, like, the bones of Tor.
So, though the earth is still beneath our feet, therefore, for that to be the case, we know Tor is not truly slain, though slumbering. There's not really a good way to commune directly with Tor that I'm aware of. Apart from merely to try and sense him through the earth. There's nothing really responding. I'm sure he had to. Well, I'm not entirely sure. I've not heard from him since. Well, since the first time we fought O'Hagan. And he fell. What we have is the certainty of the stone we walk upon, that Tor still remains. I'm afraid I can't really offer much of a suggestion, really.
I might have to go back home.
That's fine.
Perhaps we
Zephyr.
can. Perhaps we can see if we can assist in the. I don't know, process of hatching Tor's egg, or else the location thereof.
Hmm.
I suppose it's. To think the weight of this world is resting upon an egg, that is. That's something I don't want to think about for too long.
Rivet thinks to herself that actually the weight of the world is resting upon several eggs, but like, yeah.
Yeah. I think they were talking more about in terms of the stone itself. But yeah. So that doesn't really give you much. Yeah, I guess the next thing to do would be to travel back to Thobrecht's home to see if you can communicate with Tor. That is a thing, and it's, close to Olav. For checking in with the rods.
True.
And then, of course, if anyone has any other ideas where you plan on going during the week, we can talk about it between sessions. But for now, I'm actually getting quite sleepy. As is everybody else.
The big eat.
We got the big E. But it's good that we managed to at least get a short session in.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think we're gonna go see. Well, I'm spoiled for choice. We have Gasbang, we have Serenity, we have Cariel. Baffy's on. It's kind of tradition to raid Baffy after D&D. So thanks everyone for coming. And as always, please be good to yourself, exit to each other, and critical hit your enemies. We're gonna go see Baffy.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.